Next year we're going to the playoffs. That's hilarious. He thinks he's being a funny man. He thinks he's being a funny man. I do not have the highest hopes. The highest hopes for Levin.
You.
Hey, Linwood. What's going on? I wish I shared your optimism for this coming season. What's going on, James? I got you here, so I might as well, flash the goods. This is what you missed out on, Lynn. The beauty of the CBW United States Championship.
Yeah.
Take a gander at that beauty. It's very, very photogenic, and it's also very cold because this AC is working overtime today.
Welcome to Sports College Football 26.
I wonder if I can play like this.
That will be mine soon enough.
Ooh, I totally can play like this. Ha 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 ha. I got myself a nice little companion for the stream. That wasn't even my intention, but that's what we're doing. Alright, so the last you guys saw was us losing the Birmingham Bowl last season and getting on to this year. We've had a couple of things happen.
Oh, now soon enough call me KJ.
But you'd be in the middle of your own 1,000-day reign right now if you were KJ. That's a big difference.
Wonder Red and this is Ty. Let's get into the football fun.
What's going on, Mr. Wonder Red? Always fantastical to have you here. I keep saying to you guys, I will do other games, but you know, this has just been such a riot. This is such a fun time for me and Lynn to take our teams, take our little babies, and have them grow up. Lynn got knocked out in the college football playoffs last week, and he responded by beating the Buffaloes out of Colorado. I don't know if I'll be so lucky against Ohio State. In Ohio State. But let me take you guys through the roster and tell you who's still here and who has departed. Jamie Lang graduated. Garrett Mahler went to the NFL. A bunch of people left because the system wasn't really their cup of tea. But we had some great bringbacks. Brockwell got a lot better in the offseason. Christian Gray's one of our newbies. Replacing Mahler, hopefully, is Cam Bankhead and D.T. Jones Jr. Hawthorne as well. We got a lot of new faces here on this team. Trevor Dempsey on the O-line. Bean returns from last year. Isaiah Best is the quarterback for the moment. We shall see. We got a lot of bodies in here. We'll see how it goes. I really should have encouraged some of these people to hit the bricks. Brett DeBose will take Curtis Cuffey's spot at fullback. He'll be seeing a lot of utility here. Receiver Campbell returns. I didn't steal Best, but I had Best last year. He didn't want to go nowhere. Campbell returns from last year, as well as guys like Hutchison, Maddox, Wright McGee from last year. A lot of new receivers. Singleton is still here, but he's been outpaced by Jordan Harris. So we shall see. Like I said, I really should have told some of these guys to take a hike. 5 tight ends on a roster is crazy. We're just financing your education, I suppose. O-line, aside from Dempsey, we are, who? I'm going to tell you, this ain't going to be pretty. We are, it's like you run out of money before your next paycheck and you're digging through your pantry to find something. Our line especially could use some bolstering. Houston from last year is still the best guy we have on the defensive line. Line backing, Maxwell. Richard Group, I was really happy to recruit last year. He should be fun. I know I stole him from Lynn. The aforementioned Murphy. Where this team gets really good is on the back end. Gray, Walker, Gore from last year, Fred Reeder, and of course the aforementioned Brockwell and Bean at the safety spots. So it's all a matter of what this team can do. New offensive and defensive coordinators. And boy, we were ranked 21st coming into the season. We'll see if that stays. There's just a little bit of an overall disparity. Just a little bit. But, I will say this team has beaten top-ranked teams. This team beat Miami last year in Miami. And I know Lynn was present for that game. So we shall see if the men-at-arms prove themselves ready, willing, and able here. Ew, the gray. Not the black either. Let's give them the all reds, just so we can tell them apart, and let's
down, this should be good.
Let's white ourselves out for this game. With the white, yeah, there we go. Here goes nothing. I hope you folks are as ready for this as I am. This thing's starting to get a little heavy. In the heart of Buckeye country, that man's doing some overstepping. That man's getting really into his job. Ohio State, I'm pretty sure, made it deep into the college playoffs last year.
Today's match is the Matthews versus Ohio. Man, I really want to go to Ohio.
You want to go to Ohio? Why? I guess the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is down there.
They lost to TWA.
Well, what other Ohio landmarks are there out there? Because my brain's drawing a blank. It sure as heck ain't for the Browns and Bengals. Or the Blue Jackets. .63 in Columbus, Ohio. They'll be getting the ball first. Now the first kickoff of the second season. A little directional, but it is fielded. And a huge shot on the side.
Ohio is boring, I hear.
Whew.
Yep, but anyway, let's get right into the game. Ain't the NBA Hall of Fame is out there?
Is it? Is the NBA Hall of Fame out there in Ohio? I'll check between plays here. 1st and 10 from the 16. It's a carry to the outside. Breaks one tackle. Doesn't break two. And one of the holdovers from last year, A.J. Gore, goes down. On the very first play from scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 9. Play fake, looking, finds the halfback on the outside and is going to be dragged down. Smiley Bradford on the tackle. I sure as hell didn't have him last year. But what a play in the open field. As now we're looking down the barrel of a 3rd and 8. Third and 8 delivered, gonna be caught, gonna have the first down. Just a quick strike over the middle and had just enough to make it happen. On 1st and 10, they go right back to the running back. And now he's hitting the Michael Jackson on him. That man was feeling himself. 2nd and 10. She says, see, he's not thinking about running it after that one. There's a good catch from the tight end for the first, Sayin with a nice completion over the middle. Oh, that was funny. That was hilarious. You could say outside toss, and the men-at-arms are all over it. No such luck for Graham on the jet sweep. Going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes. Going outside, misses wildly on the tackle. Could have had him wrapped up deep down the field, and that's Group. The man I was just hyping up, hurt on the play. Could have had him wrapped up way in the backfield. But instead, the quarterback has made this a 3rd and manageable. Third and 1. Got some motion to the outside. Gonna be caught into the end zone. Had him on the outside. They're gonna get him for roughing. But it's not gonna matter. 1-on-1 on the outside. And they let that ball go in a hurry. He eats a oh, please. Eats a shot at the end. Take a look. He knew he had him beat a step in. This was the roughing. Are you kidding me? This is some old BS. I can't say I expected any different on their opening possession, but like that. Shaw's going to run it out of the end zone. Had a seam for a second. And now, this new look men-at-arms offense. Can they manage where they failed before? You know it's going to get raucous up in here. Best behind center. Give to Bankhead. Breaks one tackle, not much further. Give him a gain of 3. Second down and 7. We got a completion to Wright McGee, but they snuff it out quick. And already a bad look. On third and some change, as this men-at-arms offense tries to stay on the field. Third down and 6. Complete for Hutchison. Just a quick out and up, and they are moving the chains here. They played too far back. First and 10, another give to Bankhead. Gonna have another gain of 3 on his hands. Second down and 7 for the men-at-arms. Best drops back, hit as he throws. Couldn't get it out quick enough. And just like that, they're facing another third down. There are no gimmies here, folks. Third and 7 for UMass. Another completion for Hutchison. Once again, moving the chains. It's been tough. Ain't nothing been easy out here. Just want to carry for the fullback Dubose. Give him 3 yards. Second and 7 for UMass. Best looking, almost intercepted. Thought he had Jones deep down the field, and the safety almost comes up and takes it. Whew. Gotta be careful. Now yet another third and 7. I feel like I'm just saying this to say it. And Best is going to be tackled. And even worse, is going to be hurt. Man, oh man. This day just continuing on a troubling trend here, as they have to punt it away. We'll see if Best is able to come back in. If not, it'll be up to Zimmerman to take over. But as for right now, they got to play defense. As they go right back to work here with a good completion of 4 on first down. 2nd and 6, got some outside blocking. Deep down the side and wide open in the end zone. Oh my goodness. Ladies and germs, take a look at this one. Quincy Porter blows right past any resemblance of a defensive effort. And this one's getting ugly. Man. This is certainly playing like their overalls here. There's no denying that. Valentine going to elect not to run it back here. This team's only mustered 17 yards. Most of those very, very tough to earn. And Bankhead just cannot get any room here. That's going to put the curtains on the first quarter. And, folks... I always like to be Mr. Optimism as this team's reporter, but so far I haven't seen anything to even partially hint at the fact. But the game forges on. And look at that, blown up in the backfield. We're not fooled in the slightest. Best's gonna do it himself and hit feet for the first down. Keeping this quarter moving, DeBose is gonna be stopped in the backfield. They are trying to find something, anything.
What I missed so far.
To work in this team's favor. Singleton with the quick completion there, but... they're going to need more in a heartbeat. 3rd and 7. Time running out. Desperation heave, and it's caught. That was a throw off his back foot in the middle of a devastating pass rush and just gets it right where it needs to be to keep this drive alive. That was gritty. And I'm not talking the Philadelphia Flyers mascot. They're going to give this one to DeBose. Has some room over the middle. Give him 5. And a man for Ohio State goes down. It's probably one of their best gains of the day. We'll see what they can do with it. Got some motion moving around here. Best tries to take it up himself, and unfortunately they were waiting on it. Third and 6 for the Men-at-Arms. Complete. Oh my goodness, Bankhead can't hold on. It's going to be 4th down and 6 and down 14. You kind of have to do something here. Tipped, hit as he throws, nothing doing. Oh man, and this bad day starts to get worse and worse.
Like that. You got this.
I am heavily doubting my ability to got this. They haven't thrown an incompletion yet. First and 10. Hit as he throws, but unfortunately no one's looking for the ball. Instead, they're just going to lose 6. Langston Hardy was the man that popped it free. Ooh, that one was in the middle of some decisive coverage. And Brockwell, I believe, got his fingers on it. Third and 16 for the Buckeyes. They're going to be stopped short of the line. Just a gain of 10, but they're going to try for the field goal here. Couldn't block it, and even worse, they're going to keep the drive going. Oh my God. Just give them 2 on the rush. Now we got 2nd down and coming, and they've got 1st and goal. Oh, it only could have been 17-0. There's finally a positive play. There's Hardy again. This time not content with forced fumbles. He's going to get the proper sack this time. Got some motion, and there's another sack for United Matthews. Back to back. Hunter Bean that time round. And now 3rd and goal. Buckeyes going to take a timeout. Third and goal looking, and he has the touchdown. Oh my goodness. You do everything you're supposed to. You put man coverage. You have the man right in position. But because the ball's thrown in front, you know, forget the top 25 rankings. United Matthews may not even make the top 100 after this one. They're playing like an FCS team out here. First and 10. That's complete to Harris, who I believe got enough to step out of bounds. You did. Gain of 7 on first. There's a good completion to Singleton. Trying to put some kind of points up here before the half is done. Good strike to Bankhead. That time he holds on. You got a little bit of time before the clock starts running. Jones Jr. on the reception. Now 14 seconds. They got 3 men deep. Enough for the first down, but that's going to be the last of your timeouts.
Giggity.
You got 10 seconds before the end of the line. Good completion, and he gets out of bounds. And they're going to try to put points up. Anything before this half is done. It led to a field goal here. Boots it up and goes through the uprights. The first points of the season for the Men-at-Arms. They are going to be getting the ball to start the second half. As time runs out, just looking to make a stop, and they do. 18-point lead for the Buckeyes halfway through this game. And it's been an aerial assault. An aerial assassination for all you Will Ospreay fans out there. This is the last one right before the half. And that last drive was pretty solid. We're about to see if that was just a fluke or if there might be something cooking here. Shaw not going to run that one back. Not a chance. Forget about it. First and 10 for UMass from the 25. Best. Handoff to Bankhead. Another gain of 3. That seems to be his specialty. Three yards and a cloud of something. Whoa, where was that pass going? I think I pump faked that by accident, and it went behind. Oh, brother. I would say to just shoot me now, but, 3rd and 7. Jones Jr. is gonna drop it. This is a desperate game, so you're calling for some desperate measures. Speechless. Absolutely speechless at the nonsense I'm witnessing. He's going to hold on through the contact. Of course he is. Jeremiah Smith. They're going to give it to him, and I think he's got enough. He does have enough.
Gotta get those numbers up.
A lot easier done than stated, as they just continue to pour it on here. Oh, brother. This team, Lynn, is gonna make the playoffs this year. This team I'm watching. As the score is now 28-3. First and 10, can't get the pitch off. Oh my God. Well, here we are again. Just a gain of 3. They've effectively cut this United Matthews team off at the heels. No running room means no play action, and no play action means they can just kill the option whenever they see it. Speaking of killing, Best doesn't even have time. Good strike on third down to Harris. That's been one of the only positive plays of the day for this team.
Ohio more like oh hell no.
Ain't kidding. It was a gift to DeBose on first. That was not his best gain. But that was a good reception. Oh man, there is just... You couldn't buy yourself any running room with a coupon. It has just not been there. 2nd and 9, all alone by himself is Harris. And that puts the Men-at-Arms in their first goal to go of the day.
Then there is no pleasing you.
Then there is no pleasing you. This time, no, he still can't hold on. Another grab, and this one would have been for a touchdown. This man's hands are just for decoration. Second and goal gifted to Bose. Cut the down and distance in half. Third and goal. For the men at arms. It's going to be caught by Harris. And the men at arms are into the end zone. The big play a few times ago, and this one, not Best's prettiest ball. But it does get the job done.
That's what I dealt with in the playoffs. Their D-line is stupid. He suck at handling balls. Look at 27 demeanor. He might not do well in big stadiums. Touchdown.
Best is going to run it in for the 2-point conversion. So now 35-11. Well, there's something positive to look back at the post-game tape. Oh my God!
See, best numbers are not bad. It's your WR.
Tholen absolutely beat the ugly out of him on that tackle. Whew. I guess he should thank us, because that would mean he's pretty now. Ooh. Innes, who had the touchdown earlier, able to break one tackle. Not able to break two. And speaking of two, we got ourselves a 3rd and 2. He's got the grab and the first down. Are they going to get another BS roughing in here? What happened to the game I love? You gotta be kidding me. Are you? Roughing the passer. Oh, how horrible the treatment is. That was a good catch-up tackle there from Brockwell. And I did not call a timeout. I don't know what that was. Second down and 8 for the Buckeyes. Just about the end of the third quarter. Able to hold on, but through the hit was Smith, and there's a reason why. This doesn't matter. It's a free first down for them. Even if I choke these two guys up like so, they're just gonna, yep. No, it's inches. And big ass knees. Couldn't help but hit the ground. Well, I stand corrected. Amidst all the odds, we have a punt from the Buckeyes. Maybe it's pity. And maybe it is pity. God, that was an awful punt. Criminy. Ugh. Well, regardless, we have a 1st and 10 here for the men-at-arms. And Best threw that a little too early. I already know. That was on me. I let that one go like snap, and they weren't even looking back for it. There's a good strike for Hutchison. He's going to get 7. Third and 3, and Best gonna slide for it. Smart. Very smart. Best not to die when you don't need to, as all the great philosophers say. 1st and 10, Bankhead looking for some kind of running room. That might have been one of his best carries of the day, and it was only for 4. That time he gets caught on the blocking and gets the 1st down amidst all the odds. First and 10, looking, nobody's open, and Best is going to get hit in the backfield. That's one you got to throw away in the future. To quote the infamous Vince McMahon, there was no chance. No chance in hell. Second down and 20. Going over the top and almost did a lot worse. Had the single coverage he was looking for, but the defender just jumps it and says, "No, sir. Not today." We got some shuffling. Some motion, a good completion. Bankhead gonna hold on. What a throw on the run from Best. And finally, a play from this offense. Took him long enough. That was not the play. Trying to find running room in a game like this is like trying to lose your virginity in a nunnery. It's not going to happen. There's the first catch of the game for Xavier Campbell. Third and 1, DeBose is going to have it. Oh my goodness, and didn't even see the defender. Yep. I got baited into that one. I saw nobody on that side. Thought I had him on the outside. I did not. Brother. No pursuit? That's fine. You know, thanks, Mr. Schedule Maker, for giving me this fun test to start my year. Much appreciated. Look at what we're doing here. Man. Big gain for Saiyan. Why not? Good tackle, if nothing else. I don't even want another possession. I just want this to be done.
That's what she said.
It's going to be good stat padding, if nothing else. Oh my God. What are we even doing, man? That's the perfect way to end this game. Only 256 yards through the air, but 4 touchdowns. And that's the highlight you choose to show. If somebody in the production truck hates them, or they're a big United Matthews fan. It's freaking nightmare fuel is what that is. No running game today from United Matthews, and that's what they normally thrive on. 9-13 on third down, sure. 0 for 3 on fourth. 2 turnovers. A fumble on a pitch and an interception. 22-23. Meanwhile, Best 19-33, 206, the touchdown and the pick, which I really thought I had for a second. Bank had 10 attempts for 23. Best had a couple of rushes there, but ends with a negative total, and Dubose had 14. Receiving, Harris had a nice debut as a man-at-arm. A man-at-arm? Is that the best way to say it? The singular term. Singleton had 4, Hutchison 3. Bankhead had 2 and dropped a couple of ones that would have been great. Jones, Campbell, Dubose had a grab for 13.
A man missing an arm.
I'm missing an arm. You want a little bit better from your offensive line. Defensively, there was 3 sacks, 2 from Hardy, who forced a fumble, and 1 from Bean. Couple of BS roughing the passers from Tholen that extended drives. No interceptions. 1 pass deflection from Brockwell. And Johnny Stenberg, which I didn't realize that was his name, the freshman, made his field goal. We have 2 kickers on the roster. Oh, that's a punter. Okay. I was about to say, we have and Ezekiel Shembo. A 33-yard punt. We didn't even belong. Forget in the same field. We didn't even belong in the same hemisphere. That's the worst loss of my my college career so far. By bar none, easily. Trying to forget. They're 38-11. Absolutely. Well, goodbye, top 25. Hello, first loss to a ranked team. Well, dear viewer, got our eyes out there, and our next generation, Chad Warrior. That's a cool ass name. Jimmy Mama. Who's naming these kids?
PFFT.
You see J Mama, I really was thinking it was Joe for a second. I hope we get him. You know what? Send the house for Jimmy Mama. Can we? Okay. What the hell? That made me feel a little better after what we just dealt with. Let's advance to next week and see who awaits us. Part of me may just want to play just to forget that last game. I don't care if it's false advertising. We take on Washington State, who is, at least on paper, not as good as we are.
Play the fantasy football game.
Florida State upsets Alabama. Of course, Craver's going to get Player of the Week prospects. Goddamn, Tulane fell off hard. They were in the playoffs last year, and they are sitting here with 69s as their overall. Are you kidding me? Okay. How are we still number 21 after that game? Why have the rankings not moved? I'm gonna be real, I'm half tempted. Because that way Lynn gets to move the week forward. And I hopefully get the taste of that game out of my mouth. I'm half tempted. A 57% completion. Now, 200 yards is nice, but this is not supposed to be a passing football team. This is a team that makes its bread on the ground. And they just couldn't do it. Fuck. What do you guys think? Frick. If I can breathe. Should I go ahead and knock out a double? Oh, baby, a double! If anything, I don't think Washington State would give us that much of a pain in the fanny.
I see better ball handling in shows.
I want to know where you handle your balls, good sir, but that's not what we're doing here. How's the recruiting going? We've extended a couple of... Aw, Jimmy Mama! He doesn't want to come here. Dag nabbit. You kidding me? You know what? I'm going for it. Let's hop right back in. Just so that way Lynn has an easier week going around. Oh my god, what is that? I love how I'm just consistently horrified by these mascots. It's been the recurring theme of this series. Hey, look, a mascot. Ah! So United Matthews somehow still 21st in the country. Coming off a big loss to Ohio State. Looking to rebound against the Cougars. The 40-plus-year-old women. No. But it will be scary. Valentine gonna take this one from the end zone. Almost had some room there, but gets caught on the back of his own man. Best threw over 200 yards last week in the loss. Is trying to rebound here. First and 10, outside pitch to Jones Jr. And unfortunately, they were right over it. They were not taking no for an answer. Second and 12 to Harris. Good strike up the field for 21 yards. Good way to rebound after losing two. And that RPO seems to be good territory for him. They've made that play happen a couple of times. This team last week struggled to get offense going until this game was long over. Wondering if maybe there's a good run for Bankhead. Give him 14 on the carry. Low ball, and I think it's fine that was incomplete. Because who you could have did worse. Jones Jr. in motion. Best with the handoff. Going to give it to Bankhead. Going to be tackled for no gain. Running for his life. Goes up top, and Maddox somehow comes down with it. That was a prayer lobbed up. And he's able to turn around and hold on. What a play from Maddox. Keeps this drive moving. That was the most exciting play I've seen all day. Best. Pitch to Bankhead. Good block up front, but can't get outside to take advantage of it. Gain of nothing. Second and 10, go right up the middle for DuBose. He gets 4. Now 3rd and 6 for the Men-at-Arms. They've come all the way down the field here. Just looking to keep it going, and Best is going to be stopped at the 1. Gain of 18 on the hustle. And now looking to punch it in. 1st and goal for the Men-at-Arms. DuBose is not going to get there. Second and goal, Best. Tries to get rid of it, but it was over the line. That's going to be 5 yards back. It's going to make this 3rd and goal from the 7. Can the Men-at-Arms end this opening drive with a touchdown? And Jones Jr. cannot complete the pass. So instead, from 24, he's gonna miss it! Oh my goodness. You're killing me, Smalls. Stenberg, his first miss of the season. I could have made that. Yikes. First play of the game, Sean Murphy is going to get the sack for United Matthews. Just beats his man, loops inside. And the QB's got nowhere to run. Second and 16. It's a handoff up the middle. And he runs into a wall of white. Just a gain of 2. And now facing the Tyson Matthews down, 3rd and 14. Was just about sacked, and they're going to take an easy completion. Has it up the middle, but Brockwell, I believe, is the man to make the tackle. I mean, it's too pale to be Brockwell. I think that's Group. It is Group. So 3 and out for the Cougars. Valentine with the return as the end of the first quarter. These teams are scoreless. United Matthews took about the whole damn first quarter with that drive. And gets the ball back right at the end with it. This team continues to look for answers, and Best with a gain of 4. Fools the defense for a second, if only temporarily. Maybe a 2nd and 6 for the men at arms. Good screen. Bankhead has some room. And what a job blocking from this men-at-arms team. Look at the big men up front doing their job. You'll love to see it. Goes to the outside. Bankhead almost comes down with it. Best could have ran for it if he wanted to. But instead puts the ball in the air, and unfortunately doesn't come down the way you want. Second and 10 for the men-at-arms. Bankhead's going to get the carry. Give him 6. Pick up sticks. Looks off the man, and it's intercepted. Best is sure not playing like it. Zach Williams, take a look here. Hustles to his right and a laser beam. Right back into the defense's hands. Man. And put into the end zone. And I tell you what, I'm not seeing a difference between these two games. Jackson Holman was the man who brought in that touchdown pass. And Best may have went from his own best friend to his own worst enemy. A fielded return here from Shaw. Doesn't get back to the 20 though. At Best after throwing that pick. Gonna need to regroup. Bankhead gonna get 5 on that one. That time the give to the QB is not enough. Oh my goodness! Booming punt from Shembo. Low punt has to take some effort to corral it, and this United Matthews offense is it's not what it was last year, I'll tell you that much. And the defense ain't much better. I absolutely bid on that play action. Good grab from Campbell. Move the chains here right before the 2-minute warning. Pitch to Bankhead. That's not going to matter. You're still going to lose a yard. Oh my goodness. Good play upfield for Singleton. Now 4th and 2, Dubose has it. Just barely, but he has it. Good grab for Harris over the middle as they try to get themselves back, them and myself, back to some semblance of offensive production. And he's not fast enough for that outside toss that what's his face could work with. That was Mahler, he was gone. But this is decidedly not Mahler. What a catch from Hutchison. That man sold out for that one. I'm just shocked it worked. Third and 4, good hustle for the first down. As United Matthews desperately trying to cut into this deficit before the half is done. Good grab for Harris, give him 6. All 3 of your timeouts. Gain of 4. From the shotgun, Hutchison has the first down. And Best is going to carry it in by himself. Whoa, get out of the way, ref. You better watch who you're pointing at. At least some solid blocking on the outside. And then once again from DeBose in the goal line. And I think just thinking better of running it in or trying to force it and throw another interception. Stenberg puts it through in a rare offensive drive from the Men-at-Arms. It's now 14-7. Oh my God, and Bean was taking no prisoners. Good tackle outside from Christian Gray, and that's going to put us to the end of the first half of this second game, where the Men-at-Arms are down 14-7. Well, at least they've had a slightly more production on offense, but a lapse in coverage on this huge play. as well as an Isaiah Best interception led to points, and here Best at least gonna balance the ledger a little bit. As this team is desperate for any kind of success here. And a nice play in the backfield to get it started. Good play on first to knock him back a couple. Outside breaks a tackle. Does not break two. Gets them right back to where they started. Plummer. Had it and then very quickly did not have it. A nice shot there on third down. I believe that was Bean on the outside. No, that was Group again. I'll get these names right eventually. Three and out forcing the men at arms. Valentine is going to try to make something happen on the return. Not bad. First and 10. That one was to Jones Jr. Gain of 2. Best is going to leave the game with a shoulder injury. Not good news for this ball club. Now that forces Zimmerman, the backup, to come in and do some running. Third and 3 for the men-at-arms. Zimmerman gonna take it. Bankhead gonna dive for it. It's gonna be just a yard shy. Give to DeBose, and DeBose does what he does best and makes it happen. Zimmerman going to stay in the game here, and that's going to make this a much more running-based offense. Zimmerman, the former running back, now being tasked as the option quarterback. And a good run for Zimmerman. Not a pretty pass, but it is complete to Hutchison. Zimmerman's first ball is a beaut. And Bankhead being asked to do a lot of the tough running here. Zimmerman, whoo, could have been worse. Going backwards after that play went awry. Third and 16. Oh my goodness, and that one wouldn't even have had a chance. So 4th and 16. They send out Stenberg after he missed from 24. Got the height and the distance. Way to redeem yourself, kid. Look, I don't care if the team I'm facing is rated worse than me. I am in a crisis state right now. Now looking for another stop is the Men-at-Arms. Oh my goodness. What in the world? We're not going to get anywhere with plays like that. Oh my God, what a shot. Way to redeem yourself after the prior gaffe. Third and inches and hits the knee again. How does this keep happening? Well, unfortunately that field goal puts it right back to where we were. Holding a 7-point lead is the Cougars. And Shaw with some room. To the 33. Zimmerman handoff to Bankhead, only good for a gain of 3. It's a high ball, Maddox fumbles it! And the Cougars gonna get it back. Gonna lose 2 on that play. Running for his life and gonna lose a lot on that sack. Back-to-back bids of pressure. This United Matthews team trying. And still just about sacked. Good play on the back end from the defense. Deontay Carter got his hands up. And a key deflection for this team. I'm amazed they went for it there. This punt's going to be into the end zone. Zimmerman going to charge forward. Gain 0-2 for him. Hoo. High ball complete to Singleton. And Dempsey, the center, is going to go down on this play. Has to call a timeout. Wouldn't have the time to get it off. Otherwise. So on 4th and 2, Bankhead gets the room he needs. Oh, man. And Zimmerman's going to be dropped. What a throw and a catch to Harris to keep it going. Third and a single, and DuBose with some running room. Oh. Oh, that could have been worse. Try as Bankhead may. Nothing doing there, and the 2-minute warning is upon us. Third and 9 for the Men-at-Arms. Looking desperately and nothing doing. Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. What a catch from Jones Jr. The prayer keeps this drive alive. Ladies and germs, that ball was fugly. But it did just what it needed to do. It keeps the game going. Good strike to Bankhead. Gonna get you 7. You gotta start being careful here. 3rd and 6 with time going. Let go of it. Yep. Fourth down and 6. Does United Matthews have a miracle in him? It's caught, but he's gonna be stopped. I don't know why they didn't just kneel. I only have 2 timeouts. Fourth and 16 in their own end zone. No such luck for Valentine. That's not the way you want to go. You want to go forward. High ball going to be caught out of bounds. You're hoping on a prayer here. He's gonna catch it, but it's not gonna matter. Now Washington State upsets the Men-at-Arms. Ladies and germs, 2 straight losses to start your year. A teabagging and a dagger. A 124 yards of offense. They've held the ball 4 minutes and they won. 10 of 13, 148 yards. With the one mistake being that big touchdown grab. Ten of 14, 137. Best with the interception before he left with an injury. Bankhead found slightly more running room this game. Harris, 5 grabs, 101 yards. Everybody was getting a little something. Man. Let's temper our expectations, folks, before we start crowning anybody. 3 sacks for the Men-at-Arms. Welp. That's my game. Games. Oh, so much for a rebounder, am I right? Well, it'll be nice to finally drop out of the top 25. Linwood TV takes on Wake Forest. I don't know when I want to play this again, honestly, after that back-to-back showing. I honestly don't. Best dealing with some injury troubles. Zimmerman with a 56 throw power. And these being your accuracy numbers. That's just... What are we doing? Anyway, ladies and germs, I hope you enjoyed watching me suffer. As usual, have a good night. See you all next time. Peace. More non-college football to come.